Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. So as you can see right now, since the price of Bitcoin has already managed to pierce through this 50,000 range, now what could be unfolding next for Bitcoin? Because I am not going to talk about this Y-cups accumulation, reaccumulation, or even this distribution phase, but today I'm going to combine this Y-cups analysis with Stan Weinstein 4 stages of market cycle, because according to these 4 stages of market cycle, you can see very clearly the market here. After this accumulation phase, we have this stage 2, which is the markup phase. After markup phase, we have again stage 3, which is more of a distribution phase, and after that we start this downtrend, which is the stage 4, the 4 different stages of market cycle. And after this 4th stage, this scenario is going to repeat again and again. And now if you would monitor, in our case, you can see the reaccumulation phase was stage 1, and after this stage 1, we started this new stage here to the upside, that is stage 2, which is also known as this uptrend or markup phase, right? And after this markup phase, we have this stage 3, which is known as distribution phase, and again this stage 4, where the price starts correcting. And after completing this stage 4, we again start with this stage 1. In our case, this is exactly unfolding for Bitcoin. Stage 1, completing this stage when we started with this markup phase. Again, distribution phase. After distribution, we had this markdown phase, which was also the stage 4. And after completing the stage 4, we start again with this accumulation phase. And if you want to monitor the price around this stage 3, stage 4, and stage 1 even properly, then you can look at this one example. This here was the stage 3. The pullback is the stage 4. And again, the consolidation or this accumulation phase is the stage 1, right? So if you look at this example, after completing this distribution phase, right, we had this markdown phase, price started consolidating, and now if you look at this parallel channel, once the price was able to break out of this resistance line, we started this new uptrend. So in our case, this new uptrend is going to be this stage 2, where price also follows this rising trend line. So in our case, guys, you can see this exact scenario could be also playing out right now with Bitcoin price action, because after breaking out of this accumulation phase, we are now starting this new uptrend, just like as shown here in an example. So that's why, as long as the price of Bitcoin continue this rising trend line, we should be absolutely fine. And I've also showed you any sort of a price pullback, this rising trend line is going to be one strong line of support. And not just only that, also the moving averages and Williams alligator indicator. Let me show you here. And also, guys, let me make you aware, Phemex has increased the deposit bonus up to $2,000, an additional $100 for our community members. So the total of $2,100 is up for grab. You only have 2 weeks times to register for this bonus and deposit. And also this bonus applies not only to new users but also to the existing users. You just have to follow these 3 simple steps, which is not going to take you longer than a minute of your time, guys. You will find the registration link in the description down below. This here is a great opportunity, so definitely try grabbing it. So now let's switch into our chart. Now, if we look at this in a daily time frame again, guys, not just only the rising trend line here is actually acting as a line of support and also showing us the possible trend direction, but also this Williams alligator indicator, because according to this Williams alligator indicator, as long as the price of Bitcoin remains above this Williams alligator indicator, right, any sort of a pullback, just like here from the past Bitcoin price action, you can see this Williams alligator indicator is definitely going to act as a strong line of support. And after that, we could still continue this movement here in this manner, because indicators here to the downside, for example, the MACD line, the RSI line, the T3CCI, all are in favor of bulls, indicating the bulls are slowly taking control over the market. And that's why this price movement right after breaking this resistance line, this new uptrend, also makes a lot of sense. And not just only the Williams alligator indicator, also the moving averages, because this 20 exponential moving average crossing above this 50 exponential moving average in the past Bitcoin price action has led to some really nice movement, as you can see very clearly, right? Green line at the top, red line at the bottom, the price started this new uptrend, and this exact scenario is happening here. So this is also indicating, as long as the price of Bitcoin remains above this Williams alligator indicator and also above this moving averages, the trend here has very likely scenario to continue this move here to the upside. And if you want to look at this in a bit different way, no problem guys, I can show you with the help of this CPI indicator, because we are aware, according to this CPI indicator, the target here is still open, which is around 50,871 area. So that's why this is where we might be getting gravitated right now in a shorter time frame. But we should be aware, this line are definitely going to be one very strong line of resistance we have to break if the trend wants to continue here to the upside, because in most of the cases, just like here, once we came at the monthly R1 line, this monthly R1 line acted as a resistance. We had this price pullback. Price tried plenty of time to find a proper support, but once we were able to find a proper support, we can see this trend also continued here to the upside. So we have to be careful that around this 50,870 we do have some strong resistance from this monthly R2 line. So let's see how this is also going to unfold, because in a smaller time frame, if you look at this price action, you can see. And now if we look at this here in a 4-hour time frame, we can see very clearly guys that the price of Bitcoin did almost exactly like what we talked on my yesterday's video, because when the price was consolidating around this area, we were expecting some sort of a pullback to happen around this 48,000, and again this new move here to the upside, because in the past Bitcoin price action, you can see once we came to retest this previous temporary top, which acted as a support, price started this new trend here to the upside. And that's why when we were also consolidating, we said any sort of a pullback, we could be retesting this 48,000 range, and after that we are expecting some impulsive move to follow for Bitcoin. And this exact scenario also played out for Bitcoin. So now, according to this analysis, if this trend is going to continue, then I am actually expecting a price movement to play out here in this manner for Bitcoin. So this is how I'm actually expecting the price of Bitcoin to continue this trend here to the upside. Any sort of a price pullback, we are aware around this 48,000, we do have some strong line of support lying around for Bitcoin. So let's see how this one is going to play out, because right now the price is not just only approaching the upper line area of this ascending channel where we might be getting gravitated, but also look like a Elliott impulsive wave, because if you monitor the price movement here with each and every movement, now, according to this Elliott wave, also the price here could be ready for this next move around this 0.5 before showing another corrective move for Bitcoin. Because if you look at this example from this Elliott wave, according to this Elliott wave, wave 1, wave 3 and wave 5, those are motive wave. And in our case, you can see this here is the wave 1, wave 3, right? And we could be actually forming this wave 5, this final wave 5, before again showing this corrective phase playing out for Bitcoin. So in a 4-hour time frame right now, we could still see some more range bound, and again price trying to break here to the upside. So according to these different scenarios right now, as you can see, if we would see some more range bound type of scenario playing out, doesn't mean the market is weakening. Please keep that in mind, because looking at this scenario with different perspective, you can see the price looks very strong, and bulls are also taking control over the market. So these are some of the scenarios I thought sharing with you in today's episode. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys, please hit the like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye guys.